Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel, and welcome back to the Los Angeles Lakers Flashback Rebuild, episode 30. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. 33, right? I'm pretty sure it's 33. Episode 33, season 33. I'm pretty sure that's right. Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing? We've got a good season ahead. I'm excited about it. Let's take a look at the lineup. We've got old veteran Magic Johnson, not Michael Jordan. He was on the team, but he's not here anymore. Magic Johnson, still the point guard of the team, although he could lose it after the season to D'Angelo Russell, depending on how good the player progression is in the offseason this year. D'Angelo Russell could very well take it. Speaking of positions probably getting taken, we might be seeing Kristaps Porzingis take over for Joel Embiid. No, I'm just kidding. Joel Embiid's not losing the starting spot. Kevin Garnett's not losing his starting spot. The only guy that I would consider moving on from is Andrew Wiggins, but at this point, nobody really is at the same level in terms of overall, so why move on from him? Devin Booker is also here as an 86 overall. He had a really good season last year. I'm hoping he can continue that again and just bump up his averages even more than what he did last season. So our overalls, our starting five looks a lot better than it did last year. Play progression really helped us out last season. And if you go down to the bench, it is not the same story. We are very top heavy, I guess you could say. Our bench depth is very low overalls. We do have a young rookie Baron Davis. We have a young rookie Sean Marion. We have a young rookie Elton Brand. 3 draft picks that we used last year. So, I mean, they're going to get some minutes, but can they be effective in year number 1? Who knows? Who really knows? And if we go to league history, NBA history, we made it to the NBA Finals last season for the first time in 2 years and then lost in 7 games to Giannis and the Celtics. He was just too much. Giannis was just unbelievable. He wins another championship, and that Celtics team is going to be a problem. I will tell you that much. That Celtics team is going to be a problem. But Giannis is continuing to solidify himself as the greatest player in this series' history. That's his 5th NBA Finals MVP. I mean, he's got all these championships as well. He's just a beast. He's just the greatest player of all time, I guess. But we've got to talk about the most important thing of any episode in this series, and that is the draft class. As you can see, we are getting bigger pieces of the pie as every episode goes by because we are eliminating a draft class and we are getting a new one in this episode. 3, 2, 1, spin a wheel. Here we go. Are we going to get a modern one? Or are we going to get a late one? We are going to get a more modern one, and it's going to be 2004. 2004 is the draft class we are getting, and if you don't know who the 2004 draft class is, it involves a certain star center drafted by the Orlando Magic, the next coming of Shaquille O'Neal. It is Superman himself, Dwight Howard. He is the number 1 overall pick in this class. Some say that if LeBron James would have went to college and then came out in 2004, he would have been the first overall pick. So I'm sure that's true. But let's take this one because it says 100% accurate, so I believe them. And I don't like it already. I don't want a bunch of John Browns. That's the problem. I don't want a bunch of John Browns. We're going, how many deep is that? We're going 28 deep with players. I don't like that at all. But it does have some decent players. So I guess maybe we'll go with it because there are some... that doesn't look like Devin Harris, though. Let me take a look at another one because that one certainly doesn't look like Devin Harris, and I don't know if I can get through a series that has Devin Harris in it if it doesn't look like Devin Harris. Because I know that there's people that can make a Devin Harris that looks like Devin Harris. So let's go with... That one has 1,045, so we'll go with that one up here. Easy money snipe. Thank you for... Oh, my God. And it crashed on me. All right, I'll see you guys back in it. All right, so I'm back. That took a little bit longer than I would have liked because that one class that I was trying to download, the one that crashed the game initially, it kept crashing the game for some reason. So I went back to I tried a couple other ones and I didn't like any of them. So I went back to that initial one that we downloaded, and this is the one that we're going to go with. So it is what it is. Some of the guys don't look great, like J.R. Smith. I know there's a version of J.R. Smith you can get. I mean, some of them don't look amazing, but I mean, it's going to have to work. So the Devin Harris, I don't like. It just doesn't look like Devin Harris, but whatever. Maybe I'll change it later. I don't know. Maybe after the video or something. But this is the class that we're going to go with. You got Luol Deng, Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, Ben Gordon, Devin Harris, Al Jefferson, Tony Allen. This is a really good class. This class brought in a lot of good role players. The 2003 class had a lot of good stars, and the 2004 class had a lot of good role players. Andre Iguodala, Josh Childress. Anybody remember Josh Childress? Atlanta Hawks. Sasha Vujacic, Trevor Ariza, Dorell Wright, J.R. Smith, Emeka Okafor, Anderson Varejao. I mean, Delonte West is here as well. LeBron James knows him a little too well. Jameer Nelson, Chris Humphries, Chris Duhon is here. Sebastian Telfair. I mean, Andres Biedrins, Kevin Martin. There's some good players in this class. So, do we go for Dwight Howard? Maybe we go for Dwight and trade Joel Embiid. That could be an interesting plot twist for this series, but we'll have to wait and see how this season goes. Are we going to get back to the championship and finally win another title? Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. We have to simulate to January, it's February 8th, I'm pretty sure, and get to the All-Star draft. So I will see you guys then. Here we are, February 8th at the All-Star draft, and we are currently first in the conference, sitting at 46-8. I felt like we lost a little bit more games than that, but I guess we didn't. Our team seems to be pretty good, and it looks like the Western Conference is in shambles this season. The next best team has 33 wins through the first part of the season. Let's take a look at the stats, see how everybody's doing. Kevin Garnett has finally started to become that guy. He is that guy. Former MVP, defending MVP. I think he won it last episode. Defending MVP. And he might win it again. You know how 2K is. 17.8, basically 18 points per game, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He's absolutely dominating. Joel Embiid was hurt for a little part of the season, but him and Kevin Garnett is a dynamic duo in the backcourt, or in the front court, excuse me. Basically 18 points as well, 11 rebounds. Andrew Wiggins also up there with 17 points. So we've got a big three, it looks like. We got a little big three cooking here. Devin Booker also part of that, but he was hurt for a little bit of the season, so his points per game probably dropped a little bit. D'Angelo Russell off the bench scoring 14. Kristaps off the bench scoring 14. Magic Johnson's just assisting like he needs to. That's all we ask him to do, especially since he's old. Jabari Parker did get hurt for a small part of the season, but he's playing okay. Baron Davis in his rookie season, doing all right. Nobody else is really doing much because they're not getting any minutes. Let's take a look at the rest of the league. Who's leading the league in scoring? It's Reggie Miller in his second season, averaging about 29 points per game. Then you got Jerry Stackhouse. Then you got D Rose on the Wizards now for the first season. Yeah, he was in San Antonio for a few years. We played against him in the final, or not the conference finals, I think, or maybe in the second round. I can't remember exactly. Russell Westbrook in fourth. He's starting to cool off a little bit. All right, maybe Reggie Miller will take home a scoring title. I didn't know he's going to be this dominant. Anthony Edwards still going strong at 35 years old. Good for Anthony. Good for Anthony Edwards. Let's start the team. It's Team Russell, Team Kevin. Team Kevin Garnett, Team Russell Westbrook. Let's see who they draft. So we get one All-Star automatically with Kevin Garnett. Then he drafts Ben Simmons, Magic Johnson, Jerry Stackhouse, David Robinson, and Anthony Edwards, Brandon Ingram, Larry Johnson, DeJounte Murray, and Tony McDyess, Joel Embiid, Goran Dragic. And then Russell Westbrook drafts Derrick Rose, Dr. J, Wayne Embry, Kevin Love. And then Bill Russell, Amari Stoudemire, Artis Gilmore, Fred Brown, Jamal Murray, Manu Ginobili, and Nikola Jokic. So we get 1, 2, 3 All-Stars. Embiid, Magic Johnson, Kevin Garnett. I'll take that. 3 All-Stars, pretty good. But it's time to simulate to the end of the season and see where we end up. Judging by the way that the conference has looked for the first part of the season, I wouldn't imagine we would not be anywhere but first place in the conference. So I guess we'll find out. I'll see you guys then. Season is wraps and Kevin Garnett goes back-to-back MVP, averaging about 18 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, not 4 steals, 1 steal, and about 2 blocks. Back-to-back MVPs for KG. The big ticket is here. Then we got Lamar Odom winning Rookie of the Year. All right, interesting. Beat out Corey Maggette, beat out some other guys. All right, very interesting. DeJounte Murray wins 6th Man of the Year on the Warriors. Bill Russell takes home another Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Turner, Most Improved Player. And our coach Leslie Sims, or Lily Sims wins Coach of the Year again. All right, I'll take that. 70-12. With this team, we went 70-12. That's pretty good. All NBA first team is Westbrook, Rose, Garnett, Simmons, and Wayne Embry. Second team is Ginobili, Reggie Miller, Dr. J, Kevin Love, and David Robinson. Third team is Magic for some weird reason. I didn't think he would be putting up all NBA third team numbers, but whatever. Fred Brown, Antonio McDyess, Giannis, and Kat. Defensive team, Westbrook, Chalmers, Garnett, Irving, and Russell. Second team is Casey Jones, Hal Greer, Ibaka, Simmons, and Robinson. Rookie first team is Lamar Odom, Andre Miller, Corey Maggette, and then nobody else. Steve Francis, I guess. Nobody else really of note there. All right, let's go to see what the final stats were. We already know what KG did. Embiid did get hurt, and he's out day-to-day still. But he put up some good numbers. Kind of dropped off a little bit. So did Andrew Wiggins. I guess them getting hurt a little bit kind of slowed their progress down. But he is a 92 now. So is Garnett's up to a 99 now. Wiggins put up some good numbers. D-Book didn't really progress like I wanted to, but I think he might have picked up an injury or two when he was playing the second half of the season, so that might have contributed to that. Kristaps did good. Russell did good. I mean, we saw that D'Angelo Russell made an All-NBA team, didn't he? Did we see that, or was that That was Magic. Never mind. Not Russell, but D'Angelo Russell. It was Magic that made the All-NBA team, which is weird. I don't know why he made All-NBA third team, but he did. Jabari Parker had a decent season. Proud of him. Baron Davis did good. Boozer did all right. We played pretty well. Who took home the scoring title this year? It is Wayne Embry. Had a huge second half of the season. 32 points per game, 18 rebounds. This man dominated. He killed it. Wow, okay. Wayne Embry absolutely just torched everybody. Jeez. No wonder he made an All-NBA team. Then Reggie Miller didn't really bump up his scoring at all. Derrick Rose, Stackhouse, Westbrook. Man, that is crazy that Wayne Embry did that kind of numbers. He hasn't done that all his entire career. Look at these numbers. I mean, he's been really solid, but I don't know what got into him. He must have been on the juice or some sort of sauce. I don't know what he was, but he killed everybody. Jeez, Wayne Embry, calm down. How did he not win MVP? I would have gave it to him. I should have overrid that and gave it to Wayne Embry. That was crazy. That's a certified sheesh if I've ever seen one. We're taking on the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs. Hopefully we don't have to take on the Grizzlies. I don't even know if they made it. They have Mark Jackson, John Williamson, Brandon Ingram, Trey Lyles, Brooke Lopez. All right, solid team. Nothing great. The Grizzlies did not make the playoffs. They didn't even make the play-in game, so Wayne Embry did all that for nothing. But we got to get through this first round pretty quickly. It's just the Nuggets. We don't really have to worry about them too much, and we do get right to the second round. Clean sweep. We're taking on the Kings, Sacramento. They have Luka, who's now a 79 overall. That is a little bit disappointing. They have Marcus Smart. Oh, this is where we traded Elgin Baylor. That's right. Isaiah Stewart and Cat. It's a really good team. If Luka was a little bit younger, I'd be a lot more scared of this team. But I think we can just get right past this team in 4 games. We shouldn't have to worry too much. Poor Luka. And we are taking on the Portland Trailblazers in the conference finals. Who do they have? They were the 3rd seed. They have Kevin Johnson, OJ Mayo, JJ Hayes, Jason Thompson, and Kareem. This is where we traded Kareem to. I think the Kings team was a little bit better than this Portland team, but whatever. I guess Kareem is just that guy. He takes a game from us. 2-1, 3-1. All right, he took a game, but we get through. Are we going to have a rematch? We are. Back-to-back finals appearances for us and the Celtics. Are we a better team than them this year? We've definitely gotten better. I think they've gotten worse. They must have lost their point guard because it certainly wasn't Lyle Farrell. I don't know who it was, but he was not the point guard last season. Giannis has also started to decline a little bit. He's now a 90. Very, very interesting. I think we can beat him this season. Can we get our revenge on the Boston Celtics and win another championship? They take a game from us, but it's 3-1 in the series. Jabari Parker sprained his left wrist and he's out for the season, but it doesn't matter because he's just a bench player. Can we win it on our home floor? It looks like we might. Into the second half now, into the 4th quarter. We're starting to blow them out. I think it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It's all ogre. I think it might just be all ogre. Let's jump in. 133-103. Now, this kind of game I can just jump in and mess around with because there's no consequences. Like, it's not a 1-point game or a 2-point game or something like that. So I can just jump in, have my fun, mess around, shoot a 3 with Devin Booker and Green at 24 points for D-Book. And with 12 seconds left, we are going to get our revenge and get back to the mountaintop. It's been 2 seasons we've been denied a championship. And in year number 3 of the rebuild, we are going to get our championship back. Oh, I didn't mean to foul there. That's my fault. We are going to get our revenge on the Boston Celtics and on Giannis Antetokounmpo, who does not have a bad... I don't think he's ever lost in the finals, if I'm being honest. I don't think Giannis has ever lost. But now he has. He has lost in the finals, and we get it back on our home court. It's a sweet, sweet thing. Devin Booker shushing the Celtics fans that are coming to the Staples Center, but I don't see any Celtics fans in the stadium. And Lily Sims is the first ever head coach that is a female. I said that weird. The first ever female head coach to win a championship in the NBA. Congratulations to her. Embiid gets a ring. Magic gets another one. KG, I felt bad. I felt really, really bad because KG had such a great season last year, and we came so close to winning one last season, but he does get his championship again. He's got a couple of them. I think this is, what, his 5th or 6th championship now? So he does have a lot. But KG's slowly climbing that ladder of one of the greatest of all time in this series. It's going to be hard to top Giannis because Giannis has got Defensive Player of the Years. He's got all NBA teams. He's obviously got the MVPs, and he's got the championships plus the finals MVPs. But, I mean, Kevin Garnett's putting up a good case to be in the top 5, at least in the conversation. Along with, like, Bob Boozer and Giannis and Rick Barry. I would certainly put Kevin Garnett's name in that conversation. And Lily Sims gets to hold up the Larry O.B. There it is. Yes, first female head coach in history to hold that trophy. Who is it? It's KG. He's adding to the Hall of Fame list. He's got to be a Hall of Famer regardless, but he's adding to that Hall of Fame resume, that GOAT status with that finals MVP. Congratulations to KG. Let's see what they did in that final game really quick. D'Angelo Russell led us in scoring in 26 minutes off the bench, 27 points. Good for him. He certainly might take over next year. Devin Booker with 24, although I added that 3 at the end. Embiid with 21 and 10. Garnett 20, 13 and 7. 19 for Wiggins. 13 assists for Magic. This could be Magic's final season. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's thinking retirement or not. KG with the finals MVP, and we move on to the offseason. Player retirements. Shea is retiring. Marvin Bagley retiring. Kevin Knox is retiring. So 3 straight Bulls players. Are any of them Hall of Fame worthy? Did they do anything in the awards? 8-time All-Star. All-NBA player. 6th Man of the Year for Shea. That's on the edge. His scoring numbers are pretty good. He's on the edge of Hall of Fame, I'd say. Marvin Bagley, he's got some championships because he was on a Laker team. Yeah, he's got one in 2050. So a few years ago, he was on our Laker team that won a championship right here. He was only on one Laker team that won a championship. Is he a Hall of Famer? He had some really good seasons during this series. He might be a Hall of Famer. I'd probably put him in. Kevin Knox was on our Laker team too. He probably got some championships, at least one. He's got 3. That's all he's done. 3 straight titles. He was just getting carried. He's probably not a Hall of Famer. I don't think those... He had some decent scoring season, but nothing amazing. Here's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. Those Warriors years and these Hornets seasons, when he first left us in 2040 to go to the Hornets and then the Warriors, this stretch right here, like 6 years or so, he was the best scorer in the league, the best player in the league. So Luka's a definite Hall of Famer. 3-time champion, 1-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 10-time first-team All-NBA, certain, guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, Luka Doncic. Glad to see him doing his thing. Probably not greatest of all time, but certainly one of the best scorers in this league's history. Mitchell Robinson, was he ever on our team? I don't think so. No, he wasn't. We went against him a couple of times in Golden State. I remember that. He was on those Luka teams, I think. He didn't do anything. He's probably not a Hall of Famer, but a good career, good stats. DeAndre Ayton, he had some phenomenal seasons when he left us. These Philly years, amazing. These Memphis years, amazing. He's got some championships. He's got some All-NBAs probably. Yeah, he's a certified Hall of Famer, 6-time champion, 7-time All-Star, 4-time first-team All-NBA, certified Hall of Famer. Him and Luka guaranteed. Marvin Bagley might get there, but him and Luka are guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Hall of Fame inductees, yeah. Oh, they put Shea over Marvin Bagley? Wow, okay, that's a little interesting. I would not have done that. I mean, Shea had a really good career. 19 points per game average, 7 assists in 1,400 games. I mean, that's a really, really good season, really solid season, or really solid career. I mean, I think Marvin Bagley might have did a little bit better. And plus, he had the awards to go along with it. Shea didn't have that many awards. Whatever. But these two guys absolutely locked with Luka and DeAndre. And they probably get... Marvin Bagley gets his 35 retired in Phoenix. And DeAndre Ayton gets his number 41 retired in LA. So we get another jersey to hang in the rafters. You always love to see that. And now we go to the draft lottery. I don't think we're going to have a top... Oh, I was wrong. I wasn't sure how good our picks were going to be, but we have the top pick, the top odds. And we get number 2 thanks to Atlanta. The Spurs pick was actually the number 1 odds, but it fell to 5. So the Warriors get 1. We get 2, 5, and 18, 20, 24, and that's it. All right. That's what we're sitting with. Do we trade up to 1? I don't think so. Do we think Dwight's going to go at number 1? Let's take a look at the roster, see what we're working with. Point guard is pretty much figured out. We don't need point guard. Shooting guards, I like. I could use another one just to get rid of Courtney Lee, but it's not like a big deal. Small forward, I could maybe move on from Justice Winslow. Kevin Garnett, we're solid at power forward. I like Jabari Parker as the backup. And then center, Embiid is still the starter. Kristaps is a good backup, and then Elton Brand. So we don't really need a center unless we move Kristaps and draft Dwight. I guess that's a possibility. It'd be very interesting. We could have Joel Embiid as the defensive or the offensive center, and then Dwight as the defensive center. That could be very interesting. I guess we'll take it in stride. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to trade up for the pick, for the number 1 pick. If he gets taken 1, then we'll just have to choose somebody else. But I will trade these later round picks because I don't think we're going to need anybody this far down the draft. So 24 and 20 we will move on from, and we could get 57 and 58 from the Bulls, or we could get 56 from the Grizzlies, a 55 and a 58 from the Knicks, a 57 and 58 from the Pacers is interesting. That Bulls one might be the best, also because we don't have to give up a 7. So let's do that. The Bulls can have 2 late first round picks, and we'll also trade pick 18 because we don't need that. And can we get in a bunch of picks for this? We can get a pick from the Knicks, 2055, so we can get next year's pick. That one might be the best offer. Let's just do that. Oh, actually, no, I was going to say maybe we get 2 picks, but no, it doesn't look like it. So we'll go for the Knicks 2055 pick. Thank you, New York. And we'll stick with 2 and 5, and we'll see what happens here. The Golden State Warriors have pick 1. They take Dwight Howard. Okay. We knew that was a possibility. I'm not super upset by it, but they take Dwight Howard. Al Jefferson is also an option. So is Josh Smith. So is Ben Gordon. Devin Harris is good. Who's worthy of taking it 2? I did mention how we needed a wing, and maybe that guy is Josh Smith. I like Josh Smith. Let's take him at 2. I think that's a good option. He had the highest vertical. The Orlando Magic, they take Devin Harris with the 3rd pick. Luol Deng goes 4 to the Clippers, and now we're up again at pick 5. And there's Al Jefferson just staring me in the face. Is he the guy? Is Al Jefferson the guy? And we just move on from who we have. Although Emeka Okafor could be pretty good. What's Emeka Okafor's ceiling? They have him as DeMarcus Cousins All-NBA. What do they have? What do they have Al Jefferson at? They have Al Jefferson as Patrick Ewing. Okay. So a guaranteed Hall of Famer in Patrick Ewing because he's already in. And then maybe a Hall of Famer in DeMarcus Cousins. Although Josh Childress would be pretty cool to have. Do we go Al Jefferson or do we go Emeka Okafor and kind of fix his career? Because Emeka Okafor's career in real life really did not go off the way that everybody thought it would. He's got A- potential. What does Al Jefferson have? Al Jefferson's a really good player. Ooh, I think Emeka Okafor might be a little bit better in terms of potential. I think I'm going to take Emeka Okafor. Let's spice things up a little bit. With the 5th pick, we take Emeka Okafor. Ben Gordon goes to the Timberwolves. Sean Livingston goes to the Cavs. Josh Childress goes to the Grizzlies. I kind of wanted Josh Childress, but you never know. Maybe we'll trade for him at some point. Who knows? The Charlotte Hornets take Delonte West. J.R. Smith goes to the Cavs. Look at that. J.R. Smith to the Cavs. And the Brooklyn Nets are trading the pick to the Atlanta Hawks, who take Anderson Varejao. All right, interesting. Let's sim to the end of the draft and see where everybody went, see what the overalls are. Dwight Howard comes in as an 82. Josh Smith is 79. Devin Harrison 80. Luol Deng 79. Emeka Okafor 78. So we get 2 big guys, power forward and a center. We can get rid of Carlos Boozer now. And maybe Kristaps even. Or probably not Kristaps. Ben Gordon 77. Livingston 76. So is Josh Childress and Al Jefferson. So we got the higher overall, at least right now. We'll see what happens when they develop. See who ends up being the highest overall. Rookie signing. We'll sign those guys. Team player options. Bring everybody back. Actually, I should have declined Justice Winslow. I didn't think about that. And then we will offer those to those guys. Who knows if they'll accept it. Wayne Embry's a free agent after having one of the greatest seasons ever. He's a free agent. Best time of him. Okay, Carlos Boozer is a free agent, so that's good. We'll keep Elton Brand on the team. Actually, we might have to trade Elton Brand now because we have Emeka Okafor. Although, is Elton Brand better than Emeka Okafor? I don't even know. We're bringing back Embiid, so that's guaranteed. I like those guys there. We definitely got to bring back Andrew Wiggins. I had to think of his name for a second. And we definitely got to bring back Jordan Clarkson. I think I might trade Justice Winslow. I don't think I'm vibing with him. He's not fitting what we're trying to do here. So let's trade good old Justice. See what goes on. I don't know if we can even get anything for him, really. He's got some championships. Congratulations. Can we just get draft picks for him? We can, but they're going to be protected except for the Heat picks. I feel like I send everybody the Heat. They just offer me too many good picks. Let's go for the picks. Might as well. Justice Winslow, you got drafted by the Heat in real life, and now you make your way there in this series. So let's take a look at our bird rights. Embiid, but he's also restricted. So is Wiggins. So is Parker. And we have all of that, so that's good. We're not going to bring Boozer back. Everybody that we want to bring back is restricted, so that's good. Let's just wait till somebody offers them a contract. Just like that. We'll match those deals. Jokic is actually a free agent. That's interesting. Nobody's offering those guys, so I'll just offer them myself. Actually, somebody's offered Jabari Parker. We will match Jabari Parker's contract. I'm going to renounce the rights on Carlos Boozer. And then somebody's offered Jordan Clarkson, so we'll match that. All right, so we did our thing. We brought everybody back, just matched their contracts. And now our team is pretty much ready to go again for the next season. Small forward's kind of weak, but I don't mind it. Shawn Marion will start to grow. Power forward's looking good. Center is pretty stacked. What do we do at center? The thing is, Kristaps is such a high overall at such a young age that I don't want to trade him just yet. I think we stick with 4 centers right now. I think that's what we do. I think that's the move. So let's move straight to player progression. We don't need to sign anybody else. Player progression, Kevin Garnett is now an official 99. Embiid's a 93. Booker's a 91. Kristaps 88. Magic keeps on dropping. And Russell moves up to an 87. I think we'll give Magic one more season as the starting point guard. And then after next episode, then he'll probably officially be moved to the bench for D'Angelo Russell. Wiggins 87, Baron Davis 83, Elton Brand 82, Marion's a 77. All right, I like the development of these guys. I really do. I think that we got a good team going. We just won a championship again. I don't even know what it is at this point, how many we have. I'd like to say maybe that was our 15th championship, maybe even more than that. We've won a lot in this series because we had that such a big dominant stretch with like 12 in a row or whatever. But that is going to do it for this episode. This is how we will end the season. They want to start D'Angelo. I'm going to give the credit to the veteran. I'm going to give it to Magic. We'll let him rock for a season, and one final season, one final rodeo for Magic Johnson. Then he can go to off the bench if he doesn't retire. Then you got Devin Booker, Wiggins, Garnett, and Embiid. That is a dangerous starting 5. Then with Kristaps coming off the bench with Russell, Baron Davis, Elton Brand, Jabari Parker not getting any minutes. Let's give these guys some minutes. I'd like to see them get a little bit. We'll have Emeka come off the bench as a reserve because I'd like to see at least a little bit of minutes from those guys. Maybe not nothing too crazy, but I'd like to see them get a little bit of minutes. And that's going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Remember, I have 2 other channels. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on this channel, but I did create a 3rd channel called Juice Baseball. So if you like MLB content, I have a ton of it on that channel. Well, not a ton of it. I'm just starting it up right now, but there's going to be a ton of MLB baseball content on that channel. And then obviously I have the main channel, World of Juice, where I've got Madden content and all kinds of stuff. You guys know the drill. So those 2 channel links will be in the description down below. If you want to go check them out, certainly go and do that. But if you want to stay here, on the 2K channel, certainly do that. Feel free. Got plenty of content on this one as well. So thank you so much for stopping by and watch. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.